Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 6 early access look. We're going to take a look at a couple different things with customization options in this game, which comes out on March 9th, 2023. But thank you to Milestone for allowing us to give some early access, showing off some things of the game. So first of all, if you go to customize this time, there's kind of the same stuff that we saw in Supercross 5, a helmet editor, which it is still the exact same helmet. You can't change which helmet that you're editing, which is this is that milestone helmet. And there's also a sticker editor, which is making your own stickers that you can either put on the helmet or what have you. But I wanted to get into all the options that are available to us in the game. Of course, we have official teams still, which, Red Bull KTM, you got ATP Suzuki. This is all based off the, 2022 version of Monster Energy Supercross, right? So you're going to have some old looking stuff like Star Yamaha is still on the old bikes. There's still Moto Concepts and Muck Off, Club MX FXR and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different stuff. TLD Gas is still on there. Old Gas, not the new one. Whoops, did not mean to exit that. But mainly what I wanted to do with this video was check out the different options when it comes to gear and selections and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. You got the custom helmets, and then we'll go through all the helmets that we have right here. We'll go right through A through Z and see what we got. So starting with 60, actually. So we start with a number and then all the way through. Trying to go down and see. Usually the bottom ones have some newer options, but this is still a lot of the ATR2 stuff that we saw before. Yeah, pretty much a lot of the same there. Cherubies, again, pretty much a lot of the same stuff as far as I can tell. Doesn't look like a whole lot's changed there. Wow, only 3 Aero helmets. And then Alpine Stars, looking like a lot of the same stuff again here through Alpine Stars. Not a promising sign. I was hoping to see a little bit more of the new stuff. Arise still has a few options in here. Then we get to Bell, and we finally have the Moto 10 in game, so that's exciting news and some good options with the Moto 10. Got the Slayco version, the Axel Hodges one. I even got a Tomac blue one, so that's a pretty cool one as well. And then this little orange one, and then we get to all the Moto 9 options, which again, people are always like, oh, why don't they put Monster Energy and Red Bull helmets and all these other stuff in game? But that is a whole different topic when it comes to licensing and stuff like that. So we'll look through the Fly Formula options. Pretty much exactly same as Supercross 6. Now let's get to the V3s. A lot of people like the V3s, so we'll look at those. These are all in the previous game. See if any of these ones are new. Nope, I think those are all in the previous game as well. So then FXR has obviously some of those 6D combo helmets. So those are pretty cool. HJC, I think some of those new colorways are in there. IXS as well. Some interesting colorways. Then we got the Just One helmets, which looks like they've got a pretty good selection of different Just One helmets. So for you players in Europe that like Just One, there's not many US fans that I know that like Just One, but in case you do, KYT, laser helmets as well. It looks like the old One Industries helmets to me. Liat, more Liat options. I think there's only 3 colorways of the old Liat, so this is a lot more colorways of the new stuff, and some of those look pretty cool, so I like that. And then we have all the milestone options, which there's going to be a ton of unlockable ones, of course, and that's just the standard milestone helmet, which you can also customize yourself. Moto Triple X couple there. O'Neill as well. More options. Scorpion, again, kind of to me looking like the same options as before. Got 7MX, which is basically the bell with 7 logos on it. Shift, those are the same ones as before. Shoei, we're already in that Shoei right there. A couple different more Shoei options. Shot, yeah, I mean, a lot of the same stuff I feel like from what we saw in Supercross 5, which happens, they tend to roll stuff over. Swami, again, some good designs, but similar stuff. Thor, is there any new Thor helmets? No, looking like pretty much the same Thor helmets as before. TLD, maybe a few more options of TLD. I don't remember that being that many TLD options before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there were some good stuff in there. And UFO rounds out our helmet looks here. So goggles, I'll run through these quick and just show you what ones we have. We have FMF, which is basically the 100% goggles. We have the Fox, which I think all of those goggles were available before. FXR, IXS, Liat, quite a few Liat goggles. Holy smokes, definitely a lot of Liat goggles. A couple milestone options, and then Oakley, which is what a lot of people end up running as well. And I think there's maybe 2 extra colorways that weren't there before, but that's about it. 100%. Few options 100%. Always wish they would do a little bit more of those as well. Scott does great. They put a lot of different colorways in the game. I mean, look at that. That's a ton of options for Scott. Shot and UFO Plast rounded us out there. Now let's look at the suits. What do we got here? We are going to go all the way left, of course. 250 London starts us off. I like some of those sets as well. I might run some of those. Cherries, usually towards the bottom is where we start seeing some more of the newer ones. Those are all kind of the same as before. All right, Alpine Stars, what do we got? Down here, anything new? Yikes, that's some old Alpine Stars gear that we've had for a couple of years now. And I don't think any of these options are new up here. No, it's looking like the same old, same old. That's a bummer. Canvas. Ooh, Canvas made it in. That's cool. I like the Canvas stuff there. Got a couple circuit equipment gears. Fly Racing. I think this is going to be the same stuff as before. Let's see. Oh, no, this is new. This stuff is new down here. That's old right there, but that Kinetic stuff right there. Kinetic 2 is old. Evolution is old stuff. Fox. All right, let's take a look what we got. That's some new stuff right there from Fox. I don't remember that being in the game before. Maybe it was. No, I don't think that purple set was for sure. Red. That looks pretty good. That's some old stuff right there. The D-Air. That is new-ish. I don't think that was in last year's game. Those sets right there. That was. So were those. And so were those. So were those. And these ones are new down here. Horizon. Looks good. And then, of course, the throwback ones. FXR. Got some good FXR stuff in here, but I wish we had a little bit more, I think. Some IXS, some Legacy, some Milestone, O'Neill. O'Neill, would they have some new stuff down here? No, that looks pretty much the same as before. Pro Grip, Riku, Scott. Scott always has a lot of options, but I don't know that anything is new. Maybe that stuff. 7MX. Some options in here. That all seems like what we had before, though. Shift, same stuff as before. Shot as well. Couple different options in Shot. Skills also has some stuff. Sway, Thor. What does Thor got? Do we have new Thor stuff? That is all old. Yeah, that's still a bunch of old Thor stuff. I don't. Is this stuff up top new? Fire blue. No, that's old. That's old stuff. Yikes. They gotta add more stuff. They really gotta get more of these newer designs in game. I think people are frustrated that it's a lot of the old gear, which, you know, I guess it's based off of last year, so you can't expect them to have 2023 gear in. But if I'm these gear companies, like, I want my stuff in the game. Like, I don't want to just have the same old all the time. A couple of Cherubies options. All right, Alpine Stars. We got to go to the Tech 10s. That's where you guys want to see some stuff. And I think that is the exact same option lining that we had last year. Looks like it to me, at least. Fox. Few Instinct boots, but again, looks pretty much the exact same as what we had before. I think most people run the white or the black. Garnet. Few options there. Not too bad. Liat, couple options. Milestone, Moose, Shot, TCX. Usually has a couple good stuff from TCX. Thor. I think that's the exact same stuff we had before. And UFO Plast. So that's kind of a run through of all the different customization options that we have there. Now I quickly want to go to the bikes. Not going to be able to unlock some of these models because I don't have credits. But at least I do have a Husqvarna that we could look at. We have the FC FE, which is nice. That's the new factory edition one. And the TC250. The Honda has the Works Edition. The Gas just has the MC450. I mean the 450 presets right now. We could look at the 250 options as well. The KTM also has the factory edition, so that's the standard 2022 version. This is the 22.5/23 KTM 450, so cool to see that in the game. RMZ 450, and then Yamaha, of course, like I said, that is 2022 Yamaha. They do not have the new 23 Yamaha in the game, but that's okay. So I wanted to look at the livery options that we have. So 180 has, oh, look at that. I don't know if we had 180 decals before, but that's pretty cool. Those are good looking stuff right there. Backyard Designs also has a nice set right here. Fusion Graphics, a couple different nice Husqvarna options. Those are a couple good designs there by M7. Milestone, of course, has all of their chaos. Moto Pro Works also has some stuff in here. Not too shabby. And West Effects. So it looks like we maybe lost a couple graphic companies, but I wonder if it just depends on what bike I'm using. Like I wonder if I go and equip the old FC450, this one, if there's a few more, excuse me, options. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, right? Backyard Designs has some more options to select through here. No 180 graphics. Yeah, no 180 for the old model. Blackbird. So this is, I think all this stuff right here is the same stuff that we had before. Trying to think if there's anything different about that. Fusion. Yeah, I think this is all the stuff that we had in 5. So it depends on what model you're running, but a lot of the old stuff still exists. Stuff looks pretty good. Milestone, of course. Moto Pro works. Rival Inc. Yep, a lot of the same stuff there. And then SKDA. I think a lot of people like that SKDA stuff. Split Designs. Throttle Syndicate. So a lot of that stuff was not on the new FE, but it's okay. You can still use the old bike if you want to or so choose. Now, in terms of modifying the number, it does appear that we still have the exact same number font this time around, and we cannot change that. That's one thing that I wish that we could change, so we could have some impact font or maybe a couple different other bold options or whatever, but we just have this kind of sleek, small option that we have at all times. I have a lot of different options with changing up all these different things, but I mean, I think you guys all kind of know what to expect from these. I think we've had a lot of the same stuff like over the years, like even down here to, if we go to, where is it, FMF? Yeah, I mean, you got the blue carbon, you got the aluminum carbon, and the blue carbon lesser version. You have the FMF Racing blue carbon, and then the lesser version blue carbon. But like that's pretty much the exact same stuff that we've seen over the years from FMF and from other ones as well. Like if we want to look at a Kropovich, yeah, again, just pretty much the same options. So I don't really know that there's a whole lot different with the customization aspects from the bike changes. I just kind of wanted to go through the aesthetics of what we have for gear. And that's kind of it. Like we have the different models. Let me see if I could go check out the 250 models real quick. Go back here, change 250 preset, edit, and go to models. So we have the 250 FE. So again, another factory edition here. Same thing with the MC250 over here. We have the 250 Works Edition Honda here, which we did not have, I think, in the last game. So that's pretty cool. And we also have the KX250. We have the KTM 250 Factory Edition as well. So that's the newer KTM, and you also have the older KTM if you still want to use it. RMZ 250, and then the Yamaha YZ 250 as well. So kind of the same options with the KTM and Husqvarna Factory Editions as well. And then this Works Edition Honda is also now available for the 250. So yeah, I mean, a couple different upgrades in terms of bike options, a couple different, I feel like, small upgrades with the gear selection, but not a whole lot. Maybe they'll add a couple more. Like I said, this is still an early version of the game, so maybe there's a couple more things still coming. But like I said, just wanted to run you guys through the customization side of it, show you guys a couple things with that. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.